on your camera slightly. Also, I think we may be live on YouTube already. Woo to the who.
Not yet. 5 seconds.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How are we doing this? People are joining on YouTube.
That's right. It's an AMA on YouTube, so we'll see the chat through the comments.
Okay. Why doesn't YouTube have something like this?
A webinar thingy, right? It's actually there. You can go YouTube live, but not with multi-party people. I mean, you have to use some, transcoder like an OBS or something like that. And it is not the easiest of software to use. And it also requires an incredible amount of bandwidth. I've done it a couple of times and oh my God, it takes all the bandwidth, which is why these products are so popular, right? Because the compression and transcoding is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, ideally Google Meet should segue so seamlessly into YouTube, right? Technically. Are we live? 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 Party! Are you seeing all the videos of hundreds of people in a queue outside liquor shops everywhere in the country?
Yeah, of all the things, I didn't think that would be the priority, but sure.
Clearly, it is. Clearly.
Well, is there
Okay,
more
looks
traffic
like.
on the road today?
Sorry, come again?
Is there more traffic out there today?
Apparently, as per Twitter, there are proper traffic jams in Bangalore. Okay, people have started coming in and there's a lot of questions as well. We're just going to wait for Muralikrishnan B to join us as well. And as soon as that happens, we shall start today's AMA. Ata Maji Atakli, AMA. Wow, so many questions around MIUI 12. I'm pretty sure Anuj would love to take them. Laptops. When will Redmi Note 9 launch? I mean, that's pretty much what today's AMA and webinar is about. We will talk about it.
Let's keep it mostly for the ones that we've already launched.
Sure, absolutely. Everyone can hear you, Anuj.
No, that's what I'm saying, sir. I think let's not have more speculation. Let's have more of answering questions about current devices.
Okay, let's hope more leads joining in. Wow, I'm seeing the YouTube live and your video is nice and smooth and my video is surprisingly choppy. I wonder why that's the case. Really? Kitna Mbps hai aapka internet?
I think it's about 200 or 250.
Right, so mine is, I think, 200? Yeah, I think it's 200 Mbps.
Maybe I have a better Zoom account.
ये क्या होता है? What is better? Time se bill bhara. Very good.
So finally, the Note 9 Pro goes back on sale. We had 2 sales, right? Earlier. And the second sale was one day before the lockdown.
Absolutely. Is
Yes,
Raghu joining us? Is Murli joining us? Or actually, we can start at 5:30 and Murli can join in. By the time, Murli's part comes in, he would have plugged in. What do you say?
You want to get started?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean, we still have like a minute or two. It's fine.
2 मिनट रुक सकते हैं वैसे थोड़ा इंतजार कर सकते हैं
Hey guys.
Oh yay! Hello Murli. Quite a hectic day for us, huh? दोपहर को press conference थी, and then after that this AMA. This is truly a mazedar Monday. Yay! I don't like to call it manic Monday, but mazedar Monday. Great way to start the week, no?
Yeah, I swear.
कैसे लग रहा है मुरली? Third week of lockdown. Third lockdown, not third week.
I can't count after 2, so it doesn't matter.
Wow. I'm pretty sure that's a joke because my COO saying I can't count after 2 is not something I want to hear. Okay, 5:30 right on clock. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Hello. Welcome to a brand new AMA. Ask me anything. We haven't caught up in a while. So here we are with a live brand new webinar on the Redmi India channel. My name is Ankit Vengurlekar. I take care of PR and comms at Xiaomi India. And today I'm going to be moderating this session with two incredible gentlemen. The person who started us first, I'll go with him, Anuj Sharma, Chief Marketing Officer at Xiaomi India, and also our resident gamer in chief. ये मेरे ख्याल से बैंगलोर से ज्यादा पोचिंकी में पाए जाते हैं. Absolute fan of mobile phone games. That's Anuj. And of course, joining us also is Muralikrishnan B, or Murli as we call him, is the COO, the Chief Operating Officer here at Xiaomi India. And he's got some absolutely fantastic and brand new updates for you. Of course, आज का session किस बारे में है? Before that, welcome to the session, gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you. Always excited to have the Note series go back up.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's what brings me to the subject of this session, and that is Redmi Note 9 Pro. Whoa. Boy, have we been waiting for this session and for the sale to resume of the Redmi Note 9 Pro. Before we get into all things technical, I really hope whoever you are, wherever you are, you're staying safe. You're still observing social distancing. You're still washing your hands, especially if you're going out. You're still wearing your face mask. Please take care of yourself. भले ही green zone and orange zones में थोड़ा relaxation हो गया है, and there are red zones as well. There continue to be a lot of people affected by COVID-19. So please stay safe and take care of yourself. Okay, so I'm quickly going to share my screen right here and jump into today's discussion, which is about Redmi Note 9 Pro. Anuj, over to you. Iske pehle that we take questions from people. Oh man, I love this sound effect. Over to you, Anuj. Why don't you recap for all the incredible Mi fans joining us here, everything about the Redmi Note 9 Pro, please, starting with design.
So didn't really get the sound effect though, Ankit. But of
it
course,
was probably only in my ears. Okay, it's
yes. Sure. So what we called the whole Aura balance design. Uh, I think a phenomenal work overall on the design bit. Uh, this probably is the one of the best looking devices that we've kind of created. Uh, and I absolutely love the camera at the back. Even the four cameras are actually placed in perfect symmetry. But that's not all. Of course, it is from Xiaomi. It is a Redmi Note. It has amazing build quality. In this case, you're getting a triple Corning Gorilla Glass 5. So in the front, at the back, and on the camera module, that beautiful camera module that you want scratchless for a long time. So that has Gorilla Glass 5 as well. Most of the competition here at the back do not have any glass. Forget about the camera part altogether, but even the entire back is normally plastic. Of course, we've gone for Gorilla Glass 5. You have an in-display camera. Again, this was the first Xiaomi device to have an in-display camera. So more screen space, and of course, talking about more screen space, it is a bigger display. It's a 6.67-inch display. So in lockdown, it is perfect for viewing media. Uh, and of course, you can view all your content in that large, big screen. Uh, the other usual parts that are expected, you have a 3.5 headphone jack, of course. You have the IR blaster, which you can control thousands and thousands of different applications that support remote control, uh, also coming in with this. And one big thing that we changed was bring the fingerprint sensor from the back to the side, because that was the most comfortable and the fastest way of unlocking your phone. So in-display fingerprint sensors are still too slow, so not too fast. Uh, Keeping it on the side meant that you can have a physical fingerprint scanner. So that means it's much faster to respond. And keeping it on the side also means that whether you're holding it when you're pulling it out of your pocket or when you're picking it up from your desk, it is still accessible in both the scenarios. So perfect balance again.
And it's also our fastest, one of our fastest fingerprint sensors, right?
Yes. Move on, Ankit.
Okay, next slide. Performance, of course.
Sure. So from a performance perspective, of course, it has a couple of really cool things. I mean, it is a Redmi Note Pro. So one big thing, the pass back. One big thing is this probably is the only device under 15,000 which has a Snapdragon 720G processor. Uh, so you've gone ahead, Ankit. You want to go back? Okay, we're back. So this is probably the only device with a 720G under 15,000. I wouldn't say this is the first device with a 700 series processor, but this is the first device ever with the latest 700 series processor to come in this price band. Now you can of course get a old 700 series processor and put it in and try and hit this price point. But for a latest chipset, and of course, with the latest chipset part, it has a whole lot of things going for it. This is the first time any brand in the world has been able to do this. With the 720G, of course, what you also get is Snapdragon's Elite Gaming. So that means your games run at a constant frame rate amongst all the other things. They run better, of course, it's better for connectivity. And it comes with 6 GB of RAM and a UFS 2.1 storage. So it is also fast, again, going with the entire gaming theme. But one of the reasons, and I remember talking about this at the launch as well, one of the main reasons we went for a 720G over anything else, apart from the fact that it is more powerful and it runs cooler and it's 8 nanometer and all the other stuff, is that it supports NAVIC in India. The first chipset to support NAVIC in India. And of course, in India, we are very, very focused on helping our local built technologies come to the forefront. Uh, Talking about performance, of course, with all this performance, all this gaming, I mean, imagine if you've got like, 4 to 6 payload matches one after another, uh, you will need a battery to back it up. So this also has the largest battery that we've ever put on a Redmi Note series of 5020 mAh. In fact, this is the biggest battery that we've put on a Redmi phone ever. So you get both performance as well as incredible battery and a whole lot of optimizations. Let's move to the next one.
Okay, hopefully the slides will cooperate. Camera section.
Okay. I think this section has too much animation. That's why it's kind of slowing down.
Yeah.
Of course, from a camera perspective, what you can clearly see is in that symmetric pattern, it's a quad camera setup. From a quad camera perspective, the main camera was a 48 megapixel all new Samsung's GM2. So it's a new sensor combined with the overall optics and the R&D that we do in India in our Bangalore office. Actually, you've time and again seen why the same sensor on a Xiaomi device does even better than all the competition. Now this one is a new sensor, and of course with our optimizations it shines even more. You get incredible pictures. Along with that, of course, you have a ultra wide sensor as well, so you can take those really wide shots, especially when you can't go back, right? So it's a tight place, or if you're taking a large group, although during lockdown no large groups please, but when that happens you can do this. uh, and There's a depth camera for incredible portrait shots, and that is combined with our AI semantic segmentation so that you get even better portrait shots. But my favorite part of this camera is the 5 megapixel macro sensor. I don't think
Mhm.
anyone has put a 5 megapixel macro on a device, and this gives you incredible pictures. I mean, the whole point is with the macro, you want to go as close as possible so that you can see really small things large. And with the 5 megapixel, of course, you get even larger. Most of the macros have been 2. So this one is a 5 megapixel. And another advantage is that you can shoot in full HD. So this again becomes the first phone which can take macro full HD videos. So when you are doing those really small shoots, they also kind of really shine. Of course, along with this, you've got a whole bunch of video pro modes and things like that. But that, I think Ankit is the expert to talk about. You want to just briefly kind of touch upon that part?
Yes, absolutely. I think we were very excited about bringing the video pro mode because there are two things that are really, really exploding or expanding in the country, right? Number one is, of course, all the people who want to make amazing TikTok videos or short video content on apps like Instagram, TikTok, and things like that. And of course, second is the incredible number of YouTubers and content creators and vloggers who are sharing amazing, amazing stories from wherever they are in the country. In fact, so many of us are watching so much more content now thanks to the lockdown, and which is also why we have the Redmi Creator Academy. So we can help all you budding and up and coming creators to become absolute pros by learning from the best. So in the video pro mode on the Redmi Note 9 Pro, you get features which are absolutely first in class. For the first time in this price band, you're getting things like focus peaking, you're getting things like exposure compensation, you're getting things like raw video. That's right. Of course, you could shoot raw photos on smartphones, but that too only in flagships. For the first time, you can shoot raw video, and that takes a crazy amount of computing prowess and power, and which is where the Snapdragon 720G with its Spectra ISP really, really shines. So if you are someone who's a content creator and you want to shoot using a mobile phone, either with the front selfie camera or the rear camera, the Redmi Note 9 Pro in its class, and actually slightly more higher than its class as well, is an absolutely formidable video camera. Back to you, Anuj. Kaleidoscope is a really cool feature. People should check it out. It's fantastic for Insta stories and TikTok and all of that. And of course,
And
there's a vlog mode.
I think your favorite, Ankit, the selfie slow-mo, because when you're kind of moving your head around the hair really catches.
Oh, my hair just flows. Except I have no hair, thanks to the Me Beard trimmer. Okay.
So the Note 9 Pro actually, of course, what you saw was Aura balanced design, and it looks really good there. But I think the balance goes beyond this. You get a great looking device. In fact, it looks better than many flagships out there. It looks fresher than most of the flagships out there. Then you've got incredible performance. Again, for the first time, a brand new 700 series chipset coming in this particular price bracket ever. And the third bit is again incredible cameras, both front and back. Uh, but the cameras are also giving you a lot of options and software, which gives you incredible output. Of course, what Ankit right now is showing is our partnership with ISRO, and of course, uh, how we've kind of gone ahead and implemented Navic in this phone. So when you get it, you will also see better and faster uh, positioning systems thanks to ISRO and their technology.
Absolutely. I think I'm super excited about Navic as a feature. Okay, so that's really the summary of the Redmi Note 9 Pro. Anuj, would you like to summarize before Murli comes in and he's going to talk about availability and actually, starting a whole new format of how Mi fans can buy the Redmi Note 9 Pro and when and for how much and all that.
Sure. I mean, in a nutshell, this is a Redmi Note Pro, and that says a lot. So Redmi Note Pros, since the Pro came in the Redmi Note series, which is 2018 February, it has redefined every single time what performance and camera performance meant in this particular price class. And of course, this one is not really an exception. What I can say is what you didn't have earlier, which was the Redmi Note 5 or even the Redmi Note 6 Pro, started getting better with the Redmi Note 7 Pro was the design. Uh, but this one is just miles ahead. So it performs well, takes incredible pictures, and looks good while doing all of this.
Absolutely. A lot of people are asking us कि Redmi Note 9 Pro का sale कब होगा? When will it launch? Well, by the way, the phone's already launched. It launched in the month of February. But of course, we've been through lockdowns, and which is why the sale wasn't happening of the phone, because all sales of smartphones and gadgets were, of course, not happening. But that's exactly what we are here to share with you. Anuj, you wanted to add something?
Yeah, so we launched this in March, not February. Although everything seems so far away now.
Oh God, yes. Oh yeah. Time is such a fluid concept now, isn't it?
And surprisingly, yeah, after a launch and just before the lockdown as well, we had two sales for the Redmi Note 9 Pro, and both of them were super successful. In fact, the second sale happened when it was between Janta curfew and the lockdown actually coming into play. Uh, we did not really expect the demand that came through that day. So that itself was absolutely incredible. Of course, people have that trust when it comes to a Redmi Note series that it'll never let them down in terms of performance or battery or camera or whatever they want to use it for. And this is the latest generation in the Redmi Note series.
The performance beast. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Anuj, for that recap on the incredible performance beast Redmi Note 9 Pro. And now over to Murli. Murli is going to be talking about a whole new way of buying the Redmi Note 9 Pro. We are super excited about something brand new that has never ever been done before. And कहते हैं ना, necessity is the mother of invention. So in a way, it is because of this lockdown that Murli and his team have come up with something completely new. And you guys, trust me, are the first people to learn about this in the entire country.
Okay, thanks. Thanks so much, Ankit. Guys, there's this statement which says that when fishermen don't go into the sea, you know what they do? They sit and mend their nets, they fix their nets and make new ones. And that's pretty much what we've been doing through this entire period of lockdown. We've been spending many hours, not sitting in conference rooms and so on and so forth, but sitting on various Zoom calls and planning, saying, trying to figure out what's the best, most hygienic and safest way to start business once the lockdown starts getting lifted. I'm extremely happy and in fact excited to report a whole new solution that we're going to be taking to market over the next couple of days. And it is my privilege to talk to you about it first. The first and perhaps the most important thing that we are going to be launching over the course of the next couple of days this week is a solution that we're calling Me-commerce. You guys have heard of e-commerce, but here we are presenting a whole new concept called Me-commerce. So what is Me-commerce? Me-commerce is actually an O2O, an online to offline solution, which is aimed specifically at exclusive Xiaomi retail stores to provide them with a hyper local shopping experience. What this basically means is every Xiaomi exclusive store, whether it's a Mi Home, a Mi Studio, or a Mi Store, will get an exclusive URL. And when you go to the URL, you will get that store and all the inventory in that store in a me.com like experience. And you can buy it from there, not the payment. You can express your interest. That interest is communicated to the store owner, who can then get in touch with you, the customer, tie up a specific time for delivery, door deliver it in a very clean, safe, hygienic, contactless medium, and collect payment from you, preferably via a UPI QR code or Google Pay or PhonePe or any of those simple contactless methods. This is the solution that's going to roll out across all of our almost 3,000 exclusive stores as we speak. It is getting piloted in Kerala between yesterday and today. The results are exactly as we expected, and we expected to ramp up all of our exclusive stores to have this solution through this week. We are super excited about this solution, and I hope that it will make a huge difference, make it extremely safe for all of you, our Mi fans, to buy the Redmi Note 9 Pro in a clean, safe, and hygienic manner and get it delivered to your doorstep. And mind you, this will just happen in a couple of weeks because it's coming from a Xiaomi store which is close to you. And hence the delivery will also be super quick. Super excited about launching Me-commerce. So that's point number one. Point number two, now it's possible that some of you or some of our other customers and Mi fans might actually want to come and visit our stores. And we've been spending a lot of time in putting together a lot of standard operating procedures and cleanliness and hygiene standards in terms of what happens outside the store, what happens inside the store, how do the store staff behave, how regularly must it be cleaned and sanitized and so on and so forth. So we put all of that together, but we're taking this one step further. The government of India and the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, as well as the Ministry of Consumer Affairs, has initiated a concept known as Suraksha Certified Stores. There are a bunch of guidelines that every store must follow. There is a specific training that happens, and people have to pass a certain quiz. I wouldn't call it an exam per se, but people have to pass a certain quiz. Looks like Ankit dropped off, but that's okay. People have to pass a certain quiz, and they get a certificate as a Suraksha Certified Store, which obviously gives consumers even more comfort in terms of visiting that store, because that store is going to practice all the safety, hygiene, and social distancing requirements that are needed to keep the entire shopping experience in that store safe. So all of our exclusive Mi Store studios and homes are going to be Suraksha Store certified. The third thing that we are doing is something specifically aimed at providing service to all of our customers. There was a lot of questions that we received through this lockdown saying, look, my warranty is expired, and look, your service centers are shut, and what do I do? Do I get extension of my warranty and so on and so forth? So even that is getting sorted. Anybody whose warranty is expiring during the lockdown period and has a genuine need will get service as per the warranty policy once the lockdown lifts in their respective locations. We found it quite unnecessary to kind of announce a blanket extension in the warranty period, saying all warranty will be extended to May 31st, because the lockdown is getting sequentially lifted in a graded manner across various parts of the country, depending on whether these are red, green, or orange zones. And hence, wherever there's a genuine need, we will respect the warranty of that customer and ensure that those are serviced. And last but not the least, what we are doing to salute our COVID warriors. These are the people out there in the front line, the doctors, the nurses, the paramedical staff, the people who drive those ambulances, people who work in hospitals and clinics and nursing homes, as well as all the police personnel. They are doing an amazing job of helping all of us and ensuring that COVID is controlled, as well as people who require treatment or people who need testing are catered to. In order to thank them, in order to show our gratitude and to salute our COVID warriors, we are announcing a special service package only for them. All frontline medical and police personnel on the production of an ID card, if they require service for their phones, even if it's out of warranty, they can come into a service.
I guess Murli's network just dropped. But oh my God, that is such a fantastic, in a way, service, right, Anuj? The service discount bit, especially for all frontline medical and police personnel. Murli, I think your network had a boo-boo, but that point about service discount to all COVID warriors is absolutely fantastic.
Okay, thanks for pitching in with that, Ankit. I guess you covered it. Yeah, so all frontline medical and police personnel will get free of service charges and also a very attractive discount on spare parts. And this is the least that we could do to thank them for the wonderful service that they are providing to us in these challenging times.
That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. What you're seeing on screen also right now are just some screenshots of the brand new e-commerce solution that Murli spoke about earlier, which is a revolutionary way for you to purchase Xiaomi, Redmi smartphones from a close by offline store, and you can have it delivered to your home, just like the convenience of e-commerce. The best of offline and online commerce is me-commerce. Let's jump to the juicy bit, which everybody has been asking. Thank you so much, Murli, for those details. I think your internet is slightly unstable right now. I understand all of us are doing a lot of work from home meetings like this webinar. Anuj, you want to take the price and availability bit? A lot of people asking, when are people going to be able to buy the Redmi Note 9 Pro, the Note 9 Pro Max? Sale kab hai? Kitne ka hai? All of it. Go ahead, Anuj.
By the way, I don't know if I'm the only one, but I can't see your screen.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah, maybe I'm just going to stop the screen share. I guess Zoom is just acting very, very moody right now for the webinar. Okay, I'm going to try and do the screen share again so that everyone can see the price, right? And 3, 2, 1, share. Anuj, can you see the screen now? Oh, you can't see the screen share?
Nope.
Well, okay, I have the slide where we've written the prices. I think I'm just going to be sharing that with all of you. Well, the 4GB and 64GB Redmi Note 9 Pro, a performance beast, is for 13,999. That is the revised price. And 6GB, 128GB is for 16,999. And all the features that Anuj has mentioned already. I'm having some issues with the share screen option here on the webinar. But yeah, those are the prices: 13,999, 16,999 for the 4GB and the 6GB respectively. And of course, when can you buy this? Anuj, why don't you tell them when people can buy this?
Tomorrow.
Yes, sahi jawab. Yes, absolutely. So today is, of course, the first day of third lockdown and little bit of easing of restrictions in orange and green zones. And we've not even spent a day, and we're getting you the first sale of the Redmi Note 9 Pro tomorrow, 5th of May at kitne baje? Anuj, batao na.
I thought you were hanging again.
That was my cue for you, man.
I'm gonna go and say the normal time that you all expect the Redmi Note to be available, which is 12 noon.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, there we have it. And it's unfortunate that I can't show you the screen share, but we've actually sweetened the deal significantly for people who would love to buy it. Of course, you can buy it on me.com, you can buy it on amazon.in, 5th of May, 12 noon, Redmi Note 9 Pro, and especially for ICICI Bank credit and debit card holders, you can get up to 1,000 rupees discount on ICICI Bank credit cards. And of course, it's also valid on debit card EMI transactions as well. That makes buying a brand new Redmi Note 9 Pro so much easier and exciting. Anuj, do you have any details on us? For so many people who are asking us, what about the Note 9 Pro Max? Or people are going to have to wait for that for another day, and we're going to do probably another AMA for that.
I think Max deserves a separate AMA, considering that it's still waiting its first sale.
Correct.
So it also depends on, of course, our factories are working around the clock now that they're starting up to get the Max out, but थोड़ा और इंतजार करना पड़ेगा इसको.
Max intezar for the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max. It's really been a waiting game for this incredible pro camera max performance beast. But thank you so much, Anuj. And thank you so much, Murli. Just to summarize it for everyone watching this live webinar here on Redmi India channel. Apologies for the network issues and things like that, because so many people are at home and magical things are happening with the internet and power shortage and outage and things like that. I know a lot of you are asking questions. I'm tracking your questions about Redmi AirDots, Redmi Book, MIUI 12, Redmi Note 9 Pro Max, और भी सब पूछ लिया है public ने. Amazing. So today's webinar is, of course, an AMA Ask Me Anything about Redmi Note 9 Pro. We've just shared details over here of availability and price. 13,999 for the 4GB, 64GB model, 16,999 rupees for the 6GB, 128GB version, on sale tomorrow at 12 p.m. on the 5th of May on me.com and on amazon.in. And of course, as and when offline shops open, Murli shared a complete new solution called Me Commerce, which brings the best of online shopping and offline, going and seeing the phone in an offline store. But of course, this is subject to markets or shops opening in green and orange zones. In red zones, none of the offline shops are happening. And even if you buy it online, if you happen to be in a red zone, there will be restrictions on delivery and things like that. Right, Murli?
Oh yeah, so green and orange zones, wherever these districts are designated by the MHA, of course, that list will keep changing. Me.com will deliver to such locations. In fact, in some of the cities like Bangalore, while the entire district is designated as a red zone, certain wards are in the green zone. We're just sticking to the MHA guideline. Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to service such locations because there is still a certain element of risk. But all green and orange districts, yes, game on.
Understood. A lot of you guys are also asking about Redmi Note 9. That's right. The other member of the 9th generation series smartphones. I guess all you have to do is stay tuned to our Twitter, where Anuj, where Murli, where Manu are always sharing latest updates and teasers to brand new things. So stay tuned to our Twitter handles, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you will be able to hear details of whatever is coming next. And also keep hounding them with questions. If more of you ask for products or Redmi Note 9 or whatever it is, then of course they will probably expedite the launch of these upcoming products. Well, with that, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining and taking out time. Murli, thank you so much. And congratulations to you and your team for coming up with such a novel solution, which is Me Commerce, and all the other incredible steps and measures that are being taken so that Me fans, when they go shopping, are absolutely safe and secure. Thank you for that, Murli. And thank you, Anuj, for joining. I think Murli is busy responding to messages, considering all the shops have to open up and so many messages are coming in from people from all over the country. Okay. And thanks, Anuj, for all the details on the Redmi Note 9 Pro. Anything you'd like to say to our Mi fans?
Well, tomorrow's the Note 9 Pro. Very soon we will definitely go on sale for the Pro Max. And of course, I know a lot of people are waiting for the Pro Max. But once we are done with Pro Max and we've got that manufacturing sorted, uh, we probably will again come back with a very, very cool surprise for you guys from the house of Redmi. But that's all I can say right now before the Redmi team jumps me. So I'll leave it at that.
Wow. Okay, that's a nice and juicy teaser to end this AMA with. Keep guessing, Mi fans. God knows what's coming next. I don't know. Maybe I know. Maybe I don't. You'll never know. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us. And thank you to all the Mi fans. Please stay safe wherever you are and observe all the guidelines that the government has given for your own safety. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
Thank you.